Hey everyone, so before I start talking about Bitcoin Cash and Segwit2x, I just want to touch on Genesis Mining. They actually still have their Bitcoin mining contracts available. So if you go to the website, you can still order them, and I have my promo code in the description box below and in the comments. So if you use that, you'll get 3% off. So I just wanted to let you know that probably sell out within the next day or two. So I just want to give you all a heads up. And with that, let's go for an update on Segwit2x. So in my last video, I mentioned that if you went to the bitcoin2x.org website, they actually had this up. It says, we have decided to continue with the fork as planned. We will not allow the destiny of Bitcoin to be controlled by 6 individuals. Same date, November 15th. So they had this posted. I mentioned that Segwit2x may not be canceled. And so there's a lot of speculation about that. It caused Segwit2x futures to go up and all of that. And then actually today, if you go to that website, you'll see we just forked the website. We didn't mean to fork Bitcoin. That's a lot of work. Check back for updates. So pretty much, I mean, seems like it was just a hoax. A lot of people trying to create, FUD in the market and everything. And now they're kind of going back on everything they said. So looks like Segwit2x is still canceled. So if they end up doing anything else, we'll see. But yeah, most likely Segwit2x is canceled. So I just want to let y'all know that. And as far as the big news for today is Bitcoin Cash. So you can see today, it's went up over 70% in the past 24 hours. It's gone up a huge amount. It actually hit a high today of $1,055 on Bittrex. Right now it's looking like a little retracement, sitting at about $940, but it has gone up a lot. And then you look at Bitcoin here, and it's just been tumbling down. It's went from a high of $7,300 all the way down to a low of $6,300. Now it's sitting at about $6,500. So a lot of this we'll go over in these next few articles, but the first article here is saying Bitcoin Classic shuts down as staff claims Bitcoin Cash will rule in 6 months. So Bitcoin Classic was basically something started in 2016. You can see here it was started in early 2016 with the clear intention of coming back to the coin that Satoshi indicated as his goal. Now this goal has been reached and we will step down. So basically it wasn't really much to begin with. So it's basically saying that those developers are now switching over to Bitcoin Cash, and they're saying it will become Bitcoin by May of 2018. So I don't know if you'd hold a lot of weight on this, but this was an article published out. A lot of people are referencing it, so I thought I'd mention it. And it's saying, an official statement Thursday, release manager Tom Zander praised Bitcoin Cash and said its validity meant that Bitcoin Classic has fulfilled its promise. It's now up to you which chain will gain the most traction. And then it said, in the aftermath of Segwit2x's apparent failure, funds appear to be flowing to the rival Bitcoin fork as investors hedge bets over a duplicate chain appearing. And they say the fact that the legacy chain is stuck at 1 MB, and likely always will be, confirms the Cash chain's viability. Now the market will decide. So, and then it references a couple Twitter people. And basically, this article is just saying that some developers are now switching over to Bitcoin Cash, and they see it as being the new Bitcoin. So whether you want to put a lot of weight on this or not, this article seems to be, causing some stir in the market right now. So I thought I'd reference that. One article I actually think explains it better as to why Bitcoin Cash is rising so much. Is an article published today by news.bitcoin.com. And this one says, Bitcoin Cash surges as businesses abandon legacy Bitcoin. So it's saying that, that basically Bitcoin Cash is rising. And in the wake of the cancellation of the Segwit split, neither Bitcoin nor B2X has prospered, with the latter falling to materialize and the former dropping below 6,800. So what it's saying here is basically that Bitcoin is still, stuck with high transaction fees, and it can't handle a lot of blocks, and it's still slow. And the fact that Segwit2x is no longer happening, there's still a stalemate, as to what's going to happen with Bitcoin. Are they going to make it better? So more people have been actually going to Bitcoin Cash, and there's actually going to be a hard fork on November 13th with Bitcoin Cash. And, so it's a lot of people are actually looking forward to that and buying Bitcoin Cash in anticipation of that, as well as there's been a lot of volume from Korea. So it's saying 57% of the volume for Bitcoin Cash in the last 24 hours has been against the Korean won. So that tells you in itself, most people in Korea are actually investing in Bitcoin Cash. So that's where the majority of the volume is coming from. And they're saying that it would be speculative at this stage to suggest that Bitcoin Cash is gearing up for its own version of the flippening. Basically, when people thought Ethereum was going to overtake Bitcoin and become the one true coin. So now people are thinking that Bitcoin Cash may be that coin. One of the reasons is because it says Bitcoin is still, being slowly adopted in the businesses, but because of the, high transaction fees and everything, Bitcoin Cash seems to be the more viable option, and they're wasting no time in rolling out network upgrades and implementing a clear roadmap. More than 1,500 businesses are already accepting Bitcoin Cash, a modest figure, but one that is rising steadily. So I think this is the main reason why people have been buying Bitcoin Cash. One, they have, they're going to change in their network on the 13th coming up. So a lot of people are buying it before then. And then, again, that Segwit2x isn't happening anymore. Then Bitcoin Cash was the original hard fork. So now people are moving to that. So, you've seen in this rise up just today, it's gone, it's huge right now. So it's just been rising, and all the altcoins are actually down right now. So people have just been putting in all their money into Bitcoin Cash, and that's where everything's been. So my opinion right now is pretty much, be careful. It's already seen a huge rise up today. So again, maybe you want to wait for a pullback, maybe around 900, 800, and go from there. But again, anytime a coin has over 70% run up in a day, it's kind of weary, if you want to invest in it or not, because there's a lot of FOMO buying right now. So, and lastly with that, there's this guy, Roger Ver. He's one of the first investors in Bitcoin startups. He has 154,000 followers, and basically he always shills Bitcoin Cash. So basically he's saying, study economics, understand why Bitcoin Cash will win under adoption, then 1MB Segwit Bitcoin shortly. And he basically just references the transaction fees. Bitcoin Cash has hardly any, where Bitcoin is still rising. So a lot of these prominent figures, have been advocating Bitcoin Cash. So that's a big reason why we have seen that run up in price. And lastly, one of the things people may have forgotten about, this was published in July. Coinbase is going to integrate Bitcoin Cash support by January of 2018. So that's another thing people have been referencing. If you've forgotten, Coinbase did announce that they'll be supporting Bitcoin Cash. So that was big when it came out. So all these articles and all this news and with cancellation of Segwit2x, it's just, right now, everyone's investing in Bitcoin Cash. So I just wanted to give you all an update as to why that's been happening and why Bitcoin has kind of been falling. But right now it's kind of like a battle between, who's going to win it out. And a lot of people are saying that, Bitcoin will eventually rise. And this is kind of just a short-term thing for Bitcoin Cash. So we'll see. There's a lot of good arguments on both sides. And I'll be interested to see how this plays out and where we go moving forward. So with that, if you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.